Good day and welcome to my video lectures about physics. In this video lecture, I will discuss about normal force physics problems, tension, inclined planes, and free body diagrams. So let's start. In this video, we are going to focus on calculating the normal force of an object. Let's say, if you have horizontal surface and there is a 10 kg box rest on a surface, what is the normal force that is acting on the box? If you have a flat object on a surface, the normal force is simply the weight force of the object. The weight force is equal to the mass times the gravitational acceleration of 9.8 meter per square seconds. So to compute for the weight force, it is simply 10 kilograms times 9.8 equal to 98 newtons. So the box exerts force of 98 newtons on the surface. Likewise, the surface also exerts a force of 98 newtons on the box, and that force is called as the normal force. Is there anything we can do either to increase or decrease the normal force without changing the mass of the object? The answer is yes. One way to do that is to apply an additional force that can press down on the object. Let's say we apply a force of 22 newtons by pushing it down against the box. Now what is the new normal force will the surface exert on the box? Is it higher or lower than the original normal force of 98 newtons? If you exert an additional downward force on the box, the surface will exert a much higher normal force in order to support both the weight of the box and the additional force that you applied. So therefore, anytime you apply a downward force on the object, it will increase the normal force. The new normal force will be 98 plus 22 equal to 120 newtons. Now how can we decrease the normal force? One way to do that is to attach a rope to the box and then lift the box slightly to reduce the weight force of the box pressed on the surface. Let's say we apply an upward force of 28 newtons. Now the box will feel lighter against the surface. So what happens is that the surface will not support the entire weight of the box. So therefore, the new normal force is 98 newtons minus 28 newtons equal to 70 newtons because you are supporting 28 newtons out of 78 newton box. So when you lift up the box or you apply an upward force, the surface will exert less force to support the weight of the box. So that decreases the normal force. The total upward force are the sum of 28 newtons coming from lift plus 27 plus 70 newtons coming from surface support, and this will be equal to the weight force of 98 newtons. So the forces in the y direction are balanced. That makes the box still in the state of equilibrium or at rest. Now let's move on to other topics, and this is about the free body diagrams and calculation of different forces. When you are studying physics in high school or even in college, it is very important that you know how to set up a free body diagrams, and you know also how to mathematically set set up an equation to calculate different types of forces. But first, let me discuss the concept of normal force, when it is going to increase and when it will decrease before I show you a mathematical way of getting the answer. Let's say we have a 10 kilograms object and we wish to calculate the normal force. How can we set up an equation that will help us to calculate the normal force if we have just a black at rest on the horizontal surface? The first thing to do is to identify all the forces in the y direction. We have a downward weight force and an upward normal force. And that's all the forces in the y direction. So we want to set up an expression that will give us the net force of the object in the y direction. So the expression is the summation of forces in the y direction is equal to positive normal force, positive because it is directed upward, plus negative weight force, negative because it is directed downward. Our goal of doing this expression is to set up a process that will help us to calculate the normal force of this object. Understanding the setting up of expression will help you to solve harder problems in physics. Now we know that the object is at rest. So whenever the object is not moving or even it is moving at constant speed, we will write that the net force is equal to 0. But if the object is accelerating, we will write that the summation of forces is equal to mass times the acceleration. Now we know the block is at rest. So our expression will become 0 is equal to normal force plus negative weight force. Therefore, when the object is not moving, or if it is moving but moving at constant speed, we can say that the normal force is equal to weight force. But weight force is equal to mass times the gravitational acceleration. So the expression will become normal force is equal to mass times the gravitational acceleration. So to calculate the normal force of this 10 kilogram object with it at rest, we have 10 times 9.8 is equal to 98 newtons. Let's say we have a 10 kilogram block rest on the horizontal surface, but at this time we apply a downward force equal to 100 newtons. Now how can you derive the expression for the normal force and then calculate the normal force? Let's create a free body diagram and let's identify all the forces in the y direction that is acting on the block. Of course, we have the upward normal force and the downward weight force. Now the expression is the summation of forces in the y direction is equal to positive normal force plus negative weight force plus negative applied force. Since the object is at rest, the net force is equal to 0. So the expression will become 0 is equal to positive normal force minus weight force minus applied force. Therefore, we can write the expression for the normal force which is equal to weight force plus the applied force. Therefore, the normal force will be equal to 198 newtons. Let's take one more example. Let's say we have again a 10 kilogram block resting above the horizontal surface. This time we will apply an upward force by pulling the block through a rope. Whenever you have a force that is acting through a rope, that force is known as tension force. Let's say we have applied a tension force equal to 50 newtons. Now we will create a free body diagram. We have an upward normal force and we have a downward weight force. And that's all the forces in the y direction. So we want to set up an expression that will give us the net force of the object in the y direction. So the expression is the summation of forces in the y direction is equal to positive normal force plus positive tension force plus negative weight force. Now we know that the object is at rest. So whenever the object is not moving, or even it is moving at constant speed, we will write that the net force is equal to 0. Now we know the block is at rest. So our expression will become 0 is equal to positive normal force plus positive tension force minus weight force. Now we can say that the normal force is equal to weight force minus the tension force. But weight force is equal to mg, mass times the gravitational acceleration. So the expression will become normal force is equal to mg minus tension force. So to calculate the normal force of this 10 kilogram object, we sit at rest. We have 10 times 9.8 minus 100 Newton equal to 48 Newtons. Now let's say the tension force is equal to 150 Newtons. What will happen to normal force? So plugging the tension force of 150 Newtons in the formula, we get normal force is equal to negative 52 Newtons. Now what this negative value of normal force means? This means that the block is no longer in contact with the surface. It is actually being lifted up because the tension force exceeds the weight force. So we can say that whenever you get a negative normal force, it simply means that there is no normal force. Let's take one more example. Let's say we have a 10 kilogram block. This time, we will pull the block with a rope at an angle, and let's say that the tension force is 300 newtons. The angle of this force is 30 degrees above the horizontal line. Now we will create a free body diagram. We have an upward normal force and we have a downward weight force. And that's all the forces in the y direction. Now you need to realize that the tension force is at angle of 30 degrees. In that case, the tension force has x component and y component. We will call the x component of the tension force as Ftx and the y component as Fty. Now the x component will give the block an acceleration towards the right direction. In the condition if it exceeds the friction force. Since our goal is to calculate the normal force, and because the normal force is in the y direction, we are not concerned with the x component of the tension force because it is in the x direction. So we will focus on the y component of the tension force because it is the upward force in the y direction. Now let's create an expression for the normal force. So the sum of all forces in the y direction is equal to positive normal force plus positive y component of the tension force plus negative weight force. Since the object is at rest, we can say that the net force is equal to 0. So the expression will become 0 is equal to positive normal force plus positive tension force in the y component minus weight force. So the expression for normal force is normal force is equal to weight force minus the y component of the tension force. Now what is the y component of the tension force? The y component of the tension force is equal to Ft sine theta. So the final expression of the normal force is equal to mg minus Ft sine theta. Now we will plug in the known variables and the normal force is equal to 144 newtons. Because we get a positive normal force, this will mean that the block remain in contact with the flat surface.